Okay, what's up, YouTube? This is G-Man coming at you from Cyberbeggar. This is going to be part 8 of my commentary on Dr. Kent Hovind and Robert Sandgenis on Flat Earth, Flat Wrong. So let's just get right back into it.
Where the story really gets interesting, because the wiki sent his photo of the Chicago skyline to ABC 57 local news in Chicago. And the man who was handling it, his name is Tom Coombs. And Tom Coombs was trying to explain why we were able to see in the photo the Chicago skyline. And he said at first that it was a mirage, okay? And so what Ron Skiba did was he got an expert in refraction and mirages and all kinds of lensing and all that to show that it couldn't have been a mirage. Because a mirage actually has 4 levels to it. And one of those levels is inverted so that the buildings appear upside down, okay? So they were using this whole thing to say, the flat earthers were, that no, it's not a mirage, and this meteorologist on ABC 57 made a mistake. So what's your explanation? You know, we know it's not a mirage. So what Coombs did is he called in another expert, I forget his name, Dr. Renae or Renae, something like that. And so Coombs asked Dr. Renae, what's going on?
Okay, I need you to go and check these videos out. These are videos that Rob Skiba made, and I'm going to give you a small list of these. All you got to do is in YouTube is type in atmospheric lensing magnification, atmospheric lensing or atmospheric magnification, Rob Skiba, okay? And you will get all these videos. The first one at the top is Flat Earth and Atmospheric Magnification, short version. It's a 26 minute video, and just go, you want to watch the entire thing. This video has, in my opinion, he does exactly what the experts use. He uses exactly what the experts use, and he shows how this atmospheric lensing, how this atmospheric magnification works over a completely flat surface. Atmospheric magnification, here's another video. Atmospheric magnification / refraction and the movement of the sun over the flat earth. That's a very good video. All these are very good videos. Does the atmosphere solve the problem of sunsets on a flat earth? Okay? This is all just great stuff. Man, I could just go down the line and give the names of these videos. These are all just excellent videos. And Mr. Sandgenis, he just explains them all away. He wrote 250 pages on this, he says. And he just explains them all away under the word refraction. It's all just refraction. The light's just hitting it over here, and the light is being refracted around the surface of the earth through all this water vapor just above the surface of the water, you know, which causes mirages and looming mirages and whatever, and like a fiber optic cable that you can shoot light through, and it just follows the fiber optic cable, you know, and then it goes around the curved surface of the earth back to your eyes for 60 miles around the curvature, 60 miles worth of curvature. Okay, and what did we say that was? We said that was 2,400 feet below the horizon line, the curvature, where you can no longer perceive it. Okay, let's get back to the video.
How can we see the Chicago skyline? And so Dr. Renae offered this other incident called Looming, L-O-O-M-I-N-G. it wasn't a mirage, he said. It's looming. And that's where the air refraction is acute to such a point where it's going to bring up these buildings above the horizon, but it won't bring up the whole building. It's only going to have the power to bring up maybe 2/3 of the building. And that's what we see in the Wiki's photo. We don't see the whole Willis Tower. We only see about 2/3 of it. And so...
Okay, this is another thing. Okay, we only see about 2/3 of... It's absolutely right. We only see about 2/3 of the tower. We only... and then 1/3 is hidden behind the horizon. Okay? But Rob Skiba, in these videos that I just listed off to you, I think I can do this real quick.
Shows the same bit.
Okay. I think I can show this to you right here in okay? So what are we at? 2342. On a completely flat surface, Rob Skiba gets these videos, I mean, shows how this works on a completely flat surface, and it has nothing to do with the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, look at that. The lower portions start to disappear. Now let's zoom back. You always try to improve upon what you did before. So I got some foam core, made a little housing for the magnifying sheet.
Okay, this is only 1 minute, so
pasted the
just watch
city
this
on the back there, and I made it as 2 separate pieces so that I could flex it as necessary, because I think that there are different types of atmospheric conditions that would allow for more magnification versus less magnification. So in this scenario, you have more magnification, and in this one you have less. And for this one, I decided to put the Toronto skyline into my little box here. And let's try it again. Okay, we're all the way up against the glass. Now let's zoom across the lake. And wow, look at that. The lower portions start to disappear. Now let's zoom back in, get a little closer to the one that Captain Baltard was talking about here. And wow, look at this. Here's his image on the right, and here's my image on the left. Missing lower portions of the city had nothing to do with curvature whatsoever. Thanks so much for watching.
There it is.
I hope you enjoyed this video presentation. If you did,
missing lower portions of the city had nothing to do with curvature whatsoever. Let's get back to flat Earth, flat wrong.
It's looming. And
so looming is where you got you are 60 miles, okay, where you're 60 miles away from what you're looking at, okay, and you've got 2/3 of the building that you're looking at, and you got 2/3 of the building above the horizon and 1/3 below the horizon, okay, and that 1/3 of that is below the horizon is called looming, okay. So Rob Skiba showed you right there on a completely flat surface using nothing but a magnifying glass and a video camera, which acted as our eyes, and he showed how looming takes place on a completely flat surface. It hid 1/3 of the building below the horizon, and it had 2/3 of the building above the horizon. Okay, Dr. Robert Sandgenis doesn't even. It's like maybe he covers it in his book, but why didn't he bring it up here and debunk it here? Anyways, let's get back to it.
that's where the air refraction is acute to such a point where it's going to bring up these buildings above the horizon, but it won't bring up the whole building. It's only going to have the power to bring up maybe 2/3 of the building, and that's what we see in the Wiki's photo. We don't see the whole Willis Tower. We only see about 2/3 of it. And so we would ask the flat earthers, so where's the other third? If we all understand that some type of refraction, and we'll call it looming, is bringing up part of the building, where's the other third of the building? Obviously, it has to be below the horizon. And no magnification, no binoculars, no...
It's not because it's below the horizon. It's not because we're looking over the curvature. Okay, I gotta run. Gotta Uber run. It's not because we're looking over the curvature of the Earth and we can only see, and the light is only bringing 2/3 of the building back to us, you know, to our eyes. It has nothing to do with the curvature of the Earth whatsoever. Okay, we're at 10 minutes. I'll continue. I'll pick up where I left off right here. Time mark 15 minutes, 18 seconds, so that I can know that's... Anyways, 15 minutes, 18 seconds. G-Man out.